Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears. This is our daily vlog where we are reliving our year living in the Walt Disney World Resorts in 2019. Today is day 2.
So today I started off very early in the morning because, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, didn't sleep so great in the studio there at Old Key West thanks to the noise from the road next door. But it was actually a good thing that I woke up early because I didn't have any other rooms booked for the year. And I thought it was probably a good idea to book some more rooms past, one day from now. So I decided it was like a good time to start looking and booking rooms online. But apparently, Disney decided they should drop their biggest promotion of the year, fall free dining, on January 2nd. First time they've dropped it at that time of year, that early in the year. And when that happens, if you've never tried to book a trip during a new promotion being released on the day, everything just breaks. It all breaks. The website goes down, it stops working, you call in, there's a huge line for the call-in queue. It's wonderful. So I woke Alyssa up. She was very happy for me to wake her up and said, here's a computer. You can try to book us some rooms online. Just try to get through because we were having trouble getting it to even work. I got my computer out and started trying. It wasn't working either. So then I got on the phone and got on hold with Disney. And I stayed on hold with Disney for over 2 hours.
Yes.
Just because I needed to book rooms. Now, granted, the free dining promotion is pretty great. But it wasn't going to help us because you have to buy tickets to get the free dining, and we have an annual pass, so we don't qualify for free dining. So it was completely useless to us to have a free dining promotion available, even though I had to call in and book rooms that day.
We were probably the only ones that called in that day not for free dining.
Yeah, it was really bad timing. I mean, really
terrible.
bad. So we kept trying to go through on the website. Nothing seemed to go through. But while I'm on hold and we're waiting and looking, I did get very excited because I found a listing on, I believe it was Disboards, for someone who had points for Disney Vacation Club that were expiring in January. And they were offering them for the, I've never seen this before, $3 a point rental cost.
Yep.
So for $79 or something like that, we got 2 nights in January at Saratoga Springs in a studio. So that was like the best deal of the year. So while I'm frustrated being on hold and the website doesn't work, there was a silver lining at that point. So that was really fun. So we got that booked for 2 nights in January. And then we just had to get, the rest of January booked because I got that for the 7th and the 8th. That was the only days available. So now we still got to find something for the 4th, 5th, 6th, and then find the rest of the month. So finally get through on hold and talk to this amazing lady at the call center who is just so gracious, and I told her, look, I'm going to take a lot of your time and we're going to book a lot of rooms for a very long period of time. She said, okay, well, I've got 2 hours until we have to bump you back to the queue or whatever. I said, fine, I'll take all 2 hours. So she and I started working through and trying to find anything at all available. Would you believe it that there was scarce availability that late notice in January, right around Marathon weekend and President's Day weekend? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So on that phone call, that 4 hours total I was on the phone, I was able to get at least almost all of January. There was a couple nights we couldn't seem to find anything that we filled in with DVC a little later. Got all of January booked and then got most of February booked and also I think a couple nights in March as well. We got almost, I want to say we got almost 2.5 months totally booked that day.
You guys knocked it out of the park.
She was just fast in there and she had already copy and pasted my information into a note somewhere. So when it came time to put all the info in the booking, she just pasted it all in and verified the info with me instead of having me repeat it all to her. It was great. She was amazing. So thankfully, got all that done. I was completely exhausted at that point and it was only noon.
So at this point, we decided it's time for lunch. We need to go get some food. And we found a reservation at Olivia's. We had never eaten there before. And let me tell you, if you're staying at Old Key West, you do not want to miss eating at Olivia's. It was delicious. We both loved it. Amazing food, great service, and the vibe there is just so relaxing. It's so laid back. We really enjoyed that, especially after the morning we had of just go trying to get some rooms. So every time he had a room booking, I'd put it in our spreadsheet that we had of which one got booked. So we were both working all morning. So it was really nice to just have that really relaxed, enjoyable, delicious food that we had. And then we headed over to Hollywood Studios because we're at Disney. We got to go to the park.
And I will say too, on Olivia's, I still love Olivia's. Like the food there is still amazing. It's one of my favorite like kind of hidden gems that, again, I keep telling all these secrets on the internet, and I probably shouldn't forget what I said. Don't go to Olivia's. It's fine. We'll go. We just don't want, like, I like being able to get reservations. So anyway, Olivia's is great. Yeah, Hollywood Studios. I was excited to go there because like we'd done Magic Kingdom, we'd done Epcot, now it's time to go see Hollywood Studios, ride a few rides, and honestly just enjoy being in the park, which was really cool. We did grab a dinner reservation last minute for Sci-Fi too, which was really cool because
we had never eaten there before.
Sci-Fi is like so hard, and if you've tried to book it, you know it's hard to get into, and there's not a ton of seating. And if you do get in, like you can go to the wait list at the door, but then you don't get to sit in the car. You have to sit at a table, and like so we were super pumped to find that last minute reservation for like 6:30 or 7 at Sci-Fi. So we got to go to dinner there.
When we first walked in, I was pleasantly surprised because, again, apparently it doesn't take a lot to make me really happy. They had popcorn and M&Ms that they were giving out as kind of like a free appetizer while you wait. So that was a fun surprise when we walked in. I was super pumped. So we kind of sat there and I enjoyed the popcorn.
I enjoyed the M&Ms.
Yes, so it worked out nicely. And then we got seated. Again, we'd never been here, so we got to watch the little clips on the screen. We had really, really good food. If you go, you need to make sure you get a milkshake and a burger. The best way to go because it's comfort food.
And I love the seasonal, like apparently they do these different specials, like special shake, special burger, they change it out seasonally. I was thrilled with the recommendation to get the special burger and the special shake. Normally I would like go for the menu items, but no. The special is worth it. They know what they're doing there with their fancy burgers and their fancy milkshakes. They got it figured out.
Yeah, so we had a really good meal, a really good time. The whole day was just really relaxing after the morning time.
Besides the whole 4 hours on the phone thing, yeah.
Yeah, whatever, it's details. But that's what we had to do to get our rooms, and thankfully at this point it made it really easy for us. We knew that we had the rooms booked for the next few months. We only had a few more to look for, so that was really comforting to us.
It was a huge burden off our shoulders because it's okay coming down not having any rooms booked, but then not being able to find any, that whole thing like coming down here, that was a little bit scary. But getting at least the stability of knowing we've got it booked up through a certain point. And then at that point we also started renting some DVC points. I think I did that actually that night when we got back. I started looking on Disboards because I found that one deal for $3 a point. Like that was great. I'm gonna find some more. I didn't.
That doesn't normally happen
anymore. That normally they're $15 to $18 or $20 a point. $3 a point just doesn't happen and hasn't happened since, except for like right at the end of all the expiring points in 2020, a last minute thing. So like that was a fluke anyway. But I did find several people willing to rent some points for $12 or $11 a point because they were kind of last minute. So I was able to squeeze a couple more DVC bookings into the month of January, which is very important because in January is the cheapest time of year as far as point cost for the DVC rooms. So we wanted to do the bigger rooms like 3-bedroom grand villas or the bungalows, things like that in January for the cheaper points. But we had to find availability and we had to find a rental person who's willing to rent us the points because our points we wanted to save to book when we needed to get something last minute. So maybe when we were like kind of stuck with something, we didn't want to burn all of our own points right away. We wanted to try to get the rental stuff lined up first. So thankfully we were able to kind of squeeze some more DVC stays in with January as well to mix it up and save us a little bit of money down the road. And we'll be talking about some of those DVC stays very soon. A couple of them are pretty exciting.
Yeah. And that wraps up day 2 of living in the resorts. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.